Patrol police. Patrol police are the officers most people recognize first. They drive marked police cars, respond to emergency calls, and spend most of their time moving through neighborhoods, highways, and busy city streets. In the United States, patrol units became the backbone of modern policing during the early 20th century as cities grew larger and crime became harder to track on foot. Their work can change every hour. One moment, they may be helping after a traffic accident, and the next, they could be responding to a robbery alarm. Patrol officers are often the first people to arrive during dangerous situations, which makes them one of the most important parts of any police department. Highway patrol. Highway patrol officers focus mainly on major roads and interstate highways. Their role became especially important after the expansion of the American highway system in the 1950s. These officers deal with speeding, reckless driving, stolen vehicles, and large traffic accidents that can block entire roads for hours. Many highway patrol units use powerful pursuit vehicles designed for high-speed driving. In rural states, they may travel long distances alone, sometimes becoming the only law enforcement presence for miles. SWAT. SWAT stands for Special Weapons and Tactics. These teams were first developed in the United States during the late 1960s after police departments realized that regular patrol officers were not always equipped for hostage situations or heavily armed criminals. SWAT officers train for dangerous operations that require careful planning and precision. They often wear heavy body armor and carry specialized equipment for breaching buildings, rescuing civilians, and handling armed standoffs. Most SWAT members begin as regular officers before entering years of advanced tactical training. K-9 unit. K-9 units work alongside specially trained police dogs. The idea of using dogs in law enforcement goes back centuries. But modern police K-9 programs became more common in America during the 20th century. Different dogs are trained for different tasks. Some track missing people through forests or city streets, while others search for explosives or illegal drugs. These dogs form strong bonds with their handlers because they work together almost every day. In many cases, a trained K-9 can detect things far faster than human officers. Detectives. Detectives usually work behind the scenes rather than on patrol. Their main responsibility is investigating crimes after they happen. This can include murder cases, robberies, fraud, cybercrime, or missing persons investigations. Detectives gather evidence, question witnesses, study surveillance footage, and build timelines to understand what happened. In many departments, officers must spend years in patrol before becoming detectives. Their work often moves slowly and carefully, especially in serious cases where one mistake can affect an entire investigation. Mounted police. Mounted police officers patrol while riding horses. These units may seem old-fashioned, but they remain useful in crowded areas where vehicles cannot move easily. Mounted police are often seen during parades, protests, sporting events, and large festivals. The height of the horse also gives officers a better view over crowds. Some mounted divisions in America trace their history back more than 100 years. Beyond crowd control, these units also help with public relations because horses naturally attract attention and make officers appear more approachable. Harbor police. Harbor police operate around ports, rivers, lakes, and coastal areas. Their responsibilities include stopping smuggling, protecting shipping routes, and responding to water emergencies. In large port cities, harbor police may work closely with the Coast Guard and customs agencies. Some units use fast patrol boats capable of operating in rough water conditions. Since many major cities depend heavily on shipping and trade, harbor security has become increasingly important in modern policing.
Transit police. Transit police protect public transportation systems such as subways, buses, and train stations. These departments became more common as large cities expanded underground rail networks and commuter systems. Transit officers deal with theft, vandalism, assaults, and emergency situations involving passengers. They also help manage crowds during rush hour and major events. In cities like New York and Chicago, millions of people rely on public transportation every day, making transit police essential for keeping these systems safe and organized. School resource officers. School resource officers work inside schools and educational campuses. Their role combines law enforcement with student safety and community support. In many schools, these officers build relationships with students while also preparing for emergencies, such as violence or intrusions. Their presence became more widespread in the United States during the 1990s as concerns about school safety increased. Depending on the district, they may also teach safety programs and help resolve conflicts before they become serious.
Undercover police. Undercover officers hide their identity in order to investigate criminal groups from the inside. Their work can last weeks, months, or even years depending on the operation. These officers may pretend to be buyers, dealers, gang members, or ordinary civilians while secretly gathering evidence. Undercover work requires patience and emotional control because one mistake can expose the entire operation. Many major organized crime cases in the United States have relied heavily on undercover investigations. Bomb squad. Bomb squad units deal with explosives and suspicious devices. These officers are trained to identify, disarm, and safely remove dangerous materials. Their work became especially important during periods of rising domestic threats and terrorist activity. Bomb technicians often use protective suits and remote-controlled robots to inspect devices from a safe distance. Even small mistakes can be deadly, which is why bomb squad training is considered some of the most difficult in law enforcement. Cybercrime unit. Cybercrime units investigate crimes that happen through computers and digital networks. As technology expanded, police departments created specialized teams to deal with hacking, online scams, identity theft, and cyber attacks. These officers often work more like technical analysts than traditional street police. They trace digital activity, recover deleted information, and monitor online criminal networks. In recent years, cyber units have become one of the fastest-growing divisions in modern policing because so much of daily life now exists online. Federal Bureau of Investigation. The FBI is one of the most powerful federal law enforcement agencies in the United States. Founded in 1908, it handles cases involving terrorism, organized crime, espionage, public corruption, and major federal offenses. FBI agents operate across the country and often assist local police departments during large investigations. Unlike city police, the FBI works under federal authority, allowing agents to investigate crimes that cross state lines or threaten national security. Over time, the agency has become deeply connected to some of the most significant criminal investigations in American history.